Oh, you got to be kidding me. It's gone. So, welcome back. We're doing another beer today. So this one is going to be a blonde ale. We are going to be making it on our Clawhammer 240 volt 10 gallon. In this one, we are just using 2-row Vienna Malt and white wheat malt. And then I'm using Cascade hops at the 60 minute. And then again at 30 minutes. And then again, I add it at 0 minutes or flame out. And then we are using, I'm just using US-05 for the yeast. This one should come out to roughly I think 6.5%. If I figured this out right. This time, again, I'm using just my filtered tap water. You can see I have a carbon filter right there to take out the chlorine. And then I added just Epsom salts and calcium chloride. I added 3.2 grams Epsom salt and 2.3 grams of calcium chloride. I'll put here what the parts per million were of everything because I don't have that written down in front of me, so I'll just add that in here. You'll be able to see that. I'll also add in the recipe in the description below, and as we go along, there'll be some pop-ups. You'll be able to read it there too. Mash was just 152 degrees. So I'm sorry, I take that back. Mash was started in at 143 for 20 minutes, then we raised it up to 152 for 40 minutes, and then I did a mash out at 168. And then we did a whirlpool, and then we put it in the Fermzilla and let it go. This one is already just about finished, actually, as we're recording this. So it's actually cold crashing right now. So as soon as it clears up, I'll keg it, add some biofine to the keg, clear it up a little bit more, and then we'll be tasting and testing it. So leave comments down below. As I said earlier in other videos, I'm new with the YouTube thing. So any comments you guys have would be great. Then I can, make adjustments in how I'm doing things. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get this going. Oh yeah, let's make some beer. And as you can see here, we have our white wheat malt, Vienna malt, and our 2-row. And again, I just added 3¼ grams of Epsom salt and 2.4 grams of calcium chloride to the mash. And here's just a little speed up of weighing out the grain and milling. And how I've said before, I always double mill. So our pH was 5.4, so we didn't make any adjustments. Here we pulled the grain, let the basket drain for about 15 minutes, and I also raised the temperature just below 100% to get the wort heated up and so it wouldn't boil over. So our gravity was 1047 for pre-boil. It should have been 1037, so we're a little high. So here we add our first addition of hops at 60 minutes. Second at 30 minutes. Yeast nutrients, 15 minutes. And the last one at 0 flame out. And then we do a 15-20 minute whirlpool. And then here we're filling our fermenter. And gravity was at 1057, should have been a 1047. And we ended fermentation and kegged. Final gravity came out at 1.008, resulting in a 6.5% beer. So, welcome back. So today we're going to be tasting my blonde ale that I made against Victory's Summer Love Golden Ale. I don't know how equivalent these two are going to be, but this one, the Victory is at 5.2. Mine came out at 6.5. It was originally supposed to be about 5.5, I think. My numbers were off. So this originally went into the fermenter at 1057, 1.057, and it was supposed to be at 1.047. And then it finished up at 1.008. So it came out with a 6.5%. Attenuation was 77. It's almost 78 or 85%, excuse me. So we'll see how these go together. It fermented pretty quick. So it was pretty much fermented by 5 days, 6 days. 6 days, it was pretty much done. So that I thought was pretty quick. So why don't we get this one open? Because I just lost the head on my beer. So let me I'll pop this one open. I'm right-handed. Gotta do it this way. Mine did come out really clear. It's got a golden color. It had a good head on it, but now it seems to have dissipated. Mine's a little darker. Not a lot though. Oh my God, no. They're almost identical. Holy crap. Obviously this one's got a nice head on it. I gotta remember which one's which. Put that over there. So my golden ale, my blonde, that's the golden. Not a lot of hop character to it. We're gonna pause here for 2 seconds. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10. All right, so I bought this Victory. Actually, I bought it when I was thinking about doing the blonde ale, and I bought a 6-pack. It's just been sitting in the basement. And I probably should have read the side of the bottle because they used Pilsner and Carapils for their malts, and I used 2-row Vienna and white wheat malt. They used Simcoe and Tettnang hops. I used Cascade, and that was it. So we got that. So anyways, theirs has a little bit more hop character in the aroma. There's a little bit more there than mine. Yeah, definitely. Cascade, because it only came out at 20 IBUs. You can taste that Pilsner. So mine, blonde, not as malty. For using wheat malt, it's actually pretty damn clear. Wheat. So yeah, this came out. I mean, this is like almost crystal clear. Some haze, chill haze on the glass here. Man, that's crystal clear. This one actually is not as clear, the Victory. It does have a really good carbonation though. Mine just sort of faded out. Just a few bubbles going up. Probably have to turn up the CO2 a little bit, but. So I had a bunch of people over the weekend. A friend of mine from California came back here to visit his family and stuff, so he came over. And he's actually never had any of my beer that I've made. So the blonde was the first one that he's ever had of mine, and he was impressed. I'm glad to say he's a little bit of a beer connoisseur, not heavily into the microbrewing and craft beers, but a little bit. And he had a couple pints, so I was happy with that. And then I had a bunch of other people over that have had a lot of my beer, and they all really like the blonde. Probably not a fair comparison of these two. Like I said, I didn't really look at the bottle when I bought it. I wasn't really thinking about even if they had the ingredients on there or the malts they use. I didn't expect that. And now that I look at it, it's on there. So it's not really a fair comparison. I'm just saying. Mine came out good. This one is just a little bit more hop forward. Got a little bit more bitterness to it than mine. My hops they're in the background a little bit. They're not up front, like this Victory seems to be. Yeah, I wish I knew what the IBUs were. Hold on. Okay, so the Victory actually is 25 IBUs after I looked it up, and mine came out to 20 IBUs. So obviously there's a little bit more bitterness to it. Like I said, you can really, man, those hops are really, you can just smell that. It's more earthy. I don't know why I'm giving them all the credit here. What the hell? Let's talk about my beer. Got carried away. Yeah. Mine is just very subtle on the hops. You're getting a little bit in the hops at going down, but it's just not up front. And I'm a little disappointed in that. Like I said, it came out as a really good beer. I'm trying to do these comparisons. Maybe I'll make sure I look at the bottle before I make a recipe and use different malts and hops. But if you want to give it a try, I'll put the recipe down below. I'm going to be doing, I got a couple other things that are going to be aging for a while. So I'm in the process of doing those, but we're not going to see anything video-wise on those until, maybe winter or late winter. So got a couple things going there. I am going to do another beer, and it's going to be, I'm going to try and do a clone of one of our Rochester, New York beers, but we'll get into that when the time comes. So otherwise, the Blonde Ale, it's a good beer. It really, actually, a lot of people have really enjoyed it. Easy drinking, a little bit higher alcohol than it should have been, but still, it doesn't really go down as a 6.5%. It seems pretty light to me, but then again, I'm just nobody. So anyways, we'll wrap this up. Again, please make comments. I definitely probably need, somebody to hold my hand and walk me through this YouTube thing. But, make your comments. Tell me what you think I might have done wrong, what I shouldn't have done. Tell me to shut up, whatever. But then we'll we'll get on to the next one. And I will look at your comments. I'll try and respond to them. Like and subscribe. Definitely give the thumbs up. It helps. Watch the video to the end. I don't try to make long videos. I try to keep them around 10 minutes. So some guys will make 20-minute videos, and by the time you're getting 3/4 of the way through, you're like, okay, when is this going to end? So again, we'll see you again. So cheers, Blonde. These are Genesee Pilot Batch Brewhouse IPA glasses. They don't have these anymore, but I scarfed them out of the basement. I was allowed to take them, though. I did not steal them. Good beer. Catch you later.